Many of us are wired to take action. We want to be the first to answer the question or finish the project. We've been told taking action is one of the keys to success. Do something. The truth is, learning to wait and even find calm in the midst of chaos is a superpower.
Hi, I'm Jenny Clark, a conscious leadership expert who spent 2 decades in executive recruiting and talent management. Having worked with giants like Google, Spencer Stuart, I discovered that the secret to transformative leadership lies in the 5 dimensions of conscious leadership. And I'm here to help you unlock your full potential. Join me on this channel as we embark on an honest and vulnerable journey together to become the kind of leader that genuinely inspires organizational transformation.
I have a few ways you can get involved in this conscious community. First, I've created a free career map to help you uncover your next career move. Second, I've created exclusive content for you with a community of like-minded leaders. And lastly, I send out a free newsletter every week. To learn more, check out the description of this video. So we are working at breakneck speeds with seemingly unending demands on our time and energy. It's easy to succumb to the daily stresses and end up exhausted, anxious, unable to think clearly. There's power in the ability to wait. A beat, an hour, a day, even longer, especially as a leader. I'll share how I've been able to do that effectively as a leader and teach others. Also, I'm all about integrating some of my spiritual mindfulness practices into my work life to bring about more awareness, more consciousness into the workplace. So I'll offer a few tips on how to do that as well. So when I got to Google, I was asked to create an internal mobility program for the company's senior leaders. We called it Career Support. Now, this was in addition to building the diversity program within our executive recruiting team, which I was hired to do. I was excited about it because it meant I'd be offering support for these leaders to look beyond what they had already been doing and to explore how they might deploy their proven competencies in other businesses or roles for the mutual benefit of their professional development and that of the company. It's the right kind of retention strategy. It meant that my team and I would be coaching people referred into the program by their managers or HR, but I needed help. I looked only internally because since I was new, I wanted people who already knew something about the ins and outs of the organization. I found 2 strong people to act as coaches and I scooped them up, but I needed 1 more to round out the team. I interviewed a woman named Joanna, her real name, who would be the program manager responsible for operations and could maybe grow into becoming a coach. In the interview, she demonstrated great organizational and analytical skills. She had also done thorough research on me, my book, my approach to recruiting and retention. Then she did something in the interview I will never forget. I asked her a question and she said, "Give me a minute." She lowered her head and began writing out some thoughts on the pad that she'd brought. After about a minute, she looked up and offered her response. I was so impressed that she had the composure to give herself time to think, to pause versus blurting out something she thought that I wanted to hear. I hired her and she became a highly valued member of the career support team. Now here's part 2. Maybe 9 months later, the program is humming. We're starting to see the impact our coaching is having on the participants, their engagement and retention. Joanna has become invaluable to the smooth running of the program and supported me in partnering with some other teams on a couple of other initiatives. She was super organized and held herself to strict timelines, which I appreciated. She came to me frustrated that 2 people that she needed buy-in from to move on an initiative were not being responsive. And I said, well, that's probably because Deidre's about to go on maternity leave and Jason is about to move to the London office. Wait. Both of them will cease to be bottlenecks in this effort. And she looked elated and relieved, and I reminded her of her power move in the interview I had with her when she paused to assess before responding to my question. The same composure and discipline was called for here. We both smiled and carried on. Now here are some practical solutions to support the pause. Zoom out. We have become very myopic, rather self-centered. We often fail to see the broader system we're operating in, whether a team, an organization, or a society. We can benefit from learning to Walk around the problem or situation. Start looking for root causes. What are the forces causing or impeding the situation at hand? What's in your control and what isn't? What are the last 3 alternative approaches to achieving the desired outcome? Zoom out to be able to zoom in with better insights. Wait. Breathe. Before going into a big meeting or tense conversation, take 2 minutes in the bathroom, shower, or to be alone with your thoughts and compose yourself. Close your eyes and breathe in for 4 counts, breathe out for 7, repeat 10 times. Suspend thought. Open your eyes, set your intention on how you want your meeting, your day, your week to go, and go make that happen. Taking a pause can allow you to reset your nervous system and gain control of the situation at hand. A recent study showed that the physical and cognitive benefits associated with yoga and mindfulness may be due to mechanisms including the pranayama and activation of the parasympathetic nervous system. This activation prompts the body to reset, rejuvenate, and regenerate efficiently, allowing the system to detoxify and return to homeostasis. Breathe. Suspend judgment. It's a human nature to make snap judgments. It's said that we form impressions of others in as little as 7 seconds. As leaders, we have to make decisions about circumstances and most often people quickly and without complete information. Making the wrong call about people, especially when hiring or assigning or firing, can be costly and demoralizing. You're responsible for drawing out people's talents for the benefit of the team and the organization. Don't write someone off because they don't respond to things as you might or express themselves in a way that you would prefer. Wait. Be the last person to speak. Many of us probably talk too much. When you're in a leadership role, you may think you're supposed to have all the answers, but no one expects that from you. In fact, it's best if you don't have them all. Your job is to leave room for others to share their insights. I worked with a CEO who was quite introverted, and it served him well because he usually listened intently. He was able to formulate his thoughts, integrating what he had heard, and waited to comment until the end. As a leader, being the last one to speak also gives space for your team to share and explore new ideas without the need to be right all the time. It engenders a sense of safety, a willingness to take risks. These are things that inspire innovation in an organization. Win-win. Wait. I know firsthand how taking that first step can be the catalyst for a life-changing transformation. I remember the moment I decided to harness my own strengths, and it made all the difference in my career. That's why I've created a career mapping tool just for you to help you uncover your unique competencies and leverage them to design your own career map. Take the first step towards your next level by clicking the link in the video description, and let's start this incredible journey together.